Imagine for a moment that everything you have ever been told about prayer, about asking, about longing for what you desire, has been turned upside down. What if the very act of begging is the veil that hides the gift already placed within your hands? For centuries, humanity has reached outward, to the heavens, to the unseen, whispering for love, for healing, for abundance. Voices trembled, hearts pleaded, yet silence echoed back, and so many felt abandoned, powerless, forgotten. But the truth is not absence. The truth is within. The divine is not a distant figure to be persuaded. The divine is your own living essence, the pulse that whispers, I am. When you ask with the words, give me, please, I need, you breathe life into the feeling of lack, and the mirror of existence, ever faithful, reflects it back without judgment. Your world becomes an echo of your belief that you do not yet have. The universe does not resist. It does not argue. It simply mirrors the song of your inner state. True prayer is not supplication. It is remembrance. It is the silent embrace of already being. It is to close your eyes and feel the warmth of health pulsing through your veins, the ease of abundance surrounding you, the sweetness of love already dwelling in your heart. It is gratitude whispered, not for what may come, but for what already is. There is a secret path into this state. The moment when the body sinks into rest, yet the mind has not fully surrendered to sleep. In this delicate twilight, the gates of the subconscious open. Here, in softness, you may weave a scene of fulfillment, the turn of a key in your new home, the laughter of loved ones, the lightness of healed breath. Repeat it gently, again and again, until it feels real, until joy floods your chest, until your soul sighs with the relief of completion. This is not fantasy. This is creation. The moment you feel it as truth, the inner law is set in motion, and the outer world must bow to it. For the world you see is nothing more than a canvas painted by your inner gaze. It has no power of its own, no will, no judgment. It is a silent echo, a faithful mirror. When you awaken to this, the great paradox dissolves. Prayer is no longer a cry into emptiness. It becomes an active union with the truth that you are already whole, already abundant, already free. The sacred law is simple. Become what you seek, and the universe reflects it without hesitation. Close your eyes, feel, be, and let the world rise to meet the vibration of your inner song. In the ancient words it is said that the human form was shaped from the dust of the earth, yet it was the breath of the divine that gave it life. This dust, this visible matter, is not the essence. It is only the vessel. What animates it, what awakens it, is the unseen current, the living breath of spirit, the silent flame of consciousness. If you look upon the world and see only struggle, lack, or boundaries, it is not because the world is cruel. It is because the mirror of existence reflects the whispers of your inner state. The universe is but an echo of your dominant feeling, the vibration of your belief. The outer can never deny what the inner has already accepted. The law of reflection is merciless, yet perfectly just. Your world is your own heart turned outward. Until you shift the inner image, the outer scene remains unchanged. True prayer is not asking. It is the sacred act of feeling as though the gift has already been received. It is entering the frequency of fulfillment, bathing your body and soul in the sensation of it is done. This is not mere thought, not shallow visualization. It is immersion. It is stepping into the skin of the one who already lives the dream. It is to breathe as the healed, to walk as the abundant, to glow as the beloved. Desire alone carries the taste of absence. Hope alone carries the shadow of doubt. But feeling, pure, radiant, present feeling, is faith made flesh. The language of the divine is not words, but vibration. When you feel rich, the inner I am proclaims, "This is truth." When you feel whole, the inner flame burns. This is reality, and the world rearranges itself, bending like light through crystal, to match your inner song. Some speak of entering this state in the hush before sleep, when the body melts into stillness and the mind drifts between worlds. In that threshold, the gate of the subconscious opens wide. Here you can plant the seed, a simple scene, alive with sensation, the turn of a key, the touch of a beloved hand, the laughter of joy already yours. Feel it again and again, until your heart cannot distinguish between dream and truth. That feeling becomes the seed, and the fertile soil of your soul cannot help but bring it forth. This is not the law of wanting. It is the law of becoming. Not I hope to be, but I am. Not someday, but now. To live this way is to shift from the archetype of the beggar to the archetype of the creator. The beggar waits, looks outward, pleads with the unseen. The creator remembers. The creator embodies. The creator knows that the source is not outside, but within. It is not arrogance. It is awakening. It is the deep recognition that your own I am is the divine in motion. You do not ask. You do not wait. You do not hope. You are . And in that holy knowing, the cosmos, like a vast and faithful mirror, bows and reflects your truth back into form. He does not seek power, for he is the essence of power itself. This presence is the quiet flame of I am, eternal and unshaken, flowing before all names and forms. It is the breath of life that does not beg for miracles, but allows them to blossom like flowers already rooted in the unseen. He does not plead for healing. He commands life to rise, because he knows the divine dwells within. The heart of creation is not outside him, but beats as his very own essence. The world before him is soft clay, shaped effortlessly by the vibration of his inner being. The asker sees walls, but the creator beholds a canvas. Upon this canvas, he paints with the brush of I am, weaving visions into form. He does not wait for the outer to shift, so he may feel whole. He becomes whole within, and the universe, like a mirror bathed in light, reflects the truth of his inner song. This is the turning of the soul, from waiting to birthing, from pleading to commanding, from the shadow of victimhood to the radiance of creatorhood. The old self, fragile, fearful, bound to lack, must fall away like a husk, as a seed must surrender to the dark earth to awaken as new life. So too must the false self dissolve, so the radiant self may be born. This is the death that is not death, but transformation, the crucifixion of limitation, the resurrection of infinity. It is not an easy path. It asks the courage to see clearly that every experience was born of one's own inner vibration. It asks the willingness to release blame and excuses, to stand in the luminous responsibility of being the author of one's life. And when blame dissolves, when the energy once chained to anger and resistance is freed, a vast current of creation awakens within. This is the fire that builds, the river that flows, the wind that carries the soul forward. To step into the Creator's path is not to baffle the old, but to starve it of attention. The old self fades like a shadow at dawn, while the new self, a radiant, powerful, aligned, rises with the sun. It is not struggle, but surrender to truth. Choice is always present. Remain a seeker, waiting for the world to deliver what feels absent, or awaken as creator, recognizing that the source of all is already within you. This shift is not theory. It is living fire. It transforms thought, body, and destiny. It is the passage from limitation to boundless freedom, from silence to the symphony of creation. Yet to know that you are divine is but the beginning, to consciously weave with the threads of creation. This is mastery. The universe does not answer words, nor empty thoughts, nor hollow desires. It answers the language of vibration, the song of feeling. Every form in your life, every meeting, every event, all are crystallized emotions, hardened into matter. Without feeling, words are lifeless, seeds scattered upon stone. But when desire is nourished with feeling, it roots, it grows, it blooms. True prayer is not begging. It is immersion into the feeling of completion, the sweet knowing that what you seek already lives within you. To live as if the dream is now, to breathe it, to walk in it, to taste its fragrance. That is the secret key. Consciousness is the only reality. What you feel yourself to be, you become. Health is not pursued, it is embodied. Wealth is not chased, it is felt. Love is not begged for, it is awakened within. And the mirror of the outer cannot help but echo it back. The external world is but a reflection, a shimmering pool of your inner vibration. Feeling is the hand that stirs its waters. So sink into the river of your inner vision. Immerse again and again until it is no longer a dream, but your very skin. This is the alchemy. The unseen becomes seen. The imagined becomes real. Desire is a seed. Feeling is the womb. The birth is inevitable. This is not a gift for the few, but the birthright of all. The universe listens only to the pulse of your being, and in that sacred rhythm, creation bows. If you like this video and found it useful, please like it, subscribe to the Spiritual Wisdom channel, leave a comment, and share it with those who may find it useful.